Hello students, welcome back to the channel, and today we will start with another poem number 7 from First Flight Class 10 CBSE, and the name of the poem is Animals, written by Walt Whitman. Now before proceeding, let me tell you about the poem and the poet that is about Walt Whitman. He was an American author and poet, and in many other writings of him he has written about the various creatures and various other things about the traditions and all. But in this poem is actually about the animals, and it is an extract from a song of myself in Leaves of Grass written by him. Now before proceeding, let me tell you about the animals poem. That in this poem the poet has described about animals, as we can see the title, but not about the physical appearance, as in earlier poems we have seen that is in a tiger in a zoo and how to tell wild animals. This poem is totally different from the other poems regarding the physical appearance, but in this poem, the poet has discussed about the qualities and the inner virtues of the animals, and he wonders also how they have adopted the virtues, the qualities, the emotions which should be there in human being. So let me tell you about the introduction of the poem. It is a part of Song of Myself in Leaves of Grass. The poet admires the animals and discusses why he prefers them over human beings. He is more comfortable with animals rather than fellow beings. At the end, we'll see that he questions on himself or on the whole humanity rather, that because of carelessness we have lost our virtues and animals have adopted that. So what are those qualities and the virtues the poet is looking for? So we'll discuss in the poem, and in this video I am going to tell you about line-wise explanation, word meaning and poetic devices. So let's begin with the poem. I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so placid and self-contained. So over here, placid means calm, self-contained means self-satisfied. I is poet over here, and he is thinking that I could turn and live means he should change his place and he should stay with animals rather than fellow beings or human beings. Why? Because animals are so calm and self-satisfied. They are not bothered about any other person or any other animal. They are happy within themselves only. They do not interfere into any other business like human beings do. I stand and look at them long and long. So the poet is telling that वो वहाँ खड़ा है और वो बहुत देर तक, काफ़ी देर तक एनिमल्स को देखता जा रहा है एंड सोच रहा है कि how these animals can be so calm, so placid and so self-satisfied. Why the human beings are not like this? Why they have so dissatisfaction among themselves? So he is just looking and staring the animals long and long. So poetic device, you can see anaphora over here. Anaphora means the same word starting from the first and second or other consecutive lines. That is, I think, you can see I think, I stand in the first and second line. Assonance, use of O sounds, you can see, and now repetition is also there, long and long. So over here we can see three poetic devices in these lines. They do not sweat and whine about their condition. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. Not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owning things. Sweat and whine means to complain and cry. Weep means to cry again. Demented means mentally sick, not very happy, and mania means kind of craziness or obsessions for something. So over here we can see they is the animals which are being referred to, and what the poet is telling, he is telling that they do not sweat and whine. Animals कभी भी अपने miserable conditions के बारे में रोते नहीं है, complain नहीं करते like human being does. And what he is telling that like human beings they are never satisfied about their conditions. अगर वो अच्छे condition में भी होते हैं तो sometime they do not tell that yes, I am in better condition. They always are complaining. They have got the basic nature of complaining and crying, but this is not there in animals. They never complain about their condition कि वो अच्छे condition में रह रहे हैं या नहीं रह रहे हैं, वो sheltered हैं, unsheltered हैं. They are living peacefully. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. So लाइक एनिमल्स लाइक ह्यूमन बींग्स वो कभी भी देर रात तक, कभी अगर उन्होंने कुछ गलत किया तो देर रात तक वो उस चीज़ों के बारे में सोचकर जगते नहीं हैं और रोते नहीं हैं फॉर देयर सिंस कि अब क्या होगा अगर उन्होंने ये गलत काम किया है. वाई? बिकॉज दे आर वेरी फ्री. दे आर नॉट बॉदर्ड अबाउट देयर डीड्स व्हाट दे हैव डन. एंड रिगार्डिंग एंड ह्यूमन बींग्स वो डरे रहते हैं कि अगर उन्होंने कुछ गलत किया है तो मे भी उनके साथ कुछ और हो जाएगा, और इसी कारण वो रात भर जगते हैं, सोचते हैं, रोते हैं. एंड दिस इज नॉट देयर इन केस ऑफ एनिमल्स. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. Sick means over here to irritate sometimes. Now humans have got the basic nature to make pride of themselves. वो अपने आप को बहुत ज़्यादा boast करते हैं. in the duty of God means in the name of God. अगर वो कोई donations करते हैं, charity करते हैं तो उससे ज़्यादा वो उसको एडवर्टाइज करते हैं, पब्लिसाइज करते हैं ताकि वो नाम कमा सकें. सो दिस द पोएट इज टेलिंग दैट एनिमल्स हैव नो सच थिंग्स. दे डू नॉट एक्चुअली मेक मी इरिटेट बाय telling or advertising their good deeds. If they have done fine, they are quite okay with this. But human beings, they are speaking about their good deeds. For even one deed they speak thousands of times to many other people, which the poet is not at all finding good. He is finding himself and telling them as sick. That ये discussion, ये publicity अपने आप को boast करने की वो उसे पसंद नहीं आती human beings की. Not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owning things. Not one is dissatisfied means no other animal is like that कि वो satisfied नहीं है अपने life से. And look at the human beings. अगर वो अच्छा भी कर रहे होते हैं फिर भी उनमें satisfaction नहीं होता है. आज एक चीज़ है तो उनके desires दूसरी चीज़ के लिए बढ़ जाते हैं. Every now and then they have been becoming demanding. Their desires are never ending. Demands are never ending. और वो सबसे ज़्यादा ऑब्सेस्ड होते हैं मटेरियलिस्टिक थिंग्स के लिए कि अब उनको ये चाहिए, कभी एसी नहीं है तो एसी चाहिए और बिग बंगलो चाहिए एंड एक्सेट्रा. बट दीज एनिमल्स आर टोटली सेटिस्फाइड, calm. They are not demanding. They are not demented with the madness to owe something, which human beings are going crazy to collect all the materialistic things and becoming very very mad for these things, which the poet is not liking. जो poet है उसे ये चीज़ बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं आती human beings की, and that is why वो animals को और ज़्यादा पसंद करते हैं, admire करते हैं, and he is just asking for them to stay. He is looking for with the animals to stay. So you can see over here poetic device, anaphora, alliteration, metaphor is there, sweat and wine. He is compared. Alliteration means you can see they're discussing their duty. Anaphora is again first, second, third line. First word you can see they do not, and they do not make me sick. So poetic devices I have discussed. Let's come to another paragraph. Not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. So they show their relations to me and I accept them. So in this lines, poet is telling not one kneels to another. Kneels means to bow down. We have seen that human being bow down in front of the one who is having higher designation or position in comparison to him. But these animals, they never bow. We have not seen any other animal who is bowing down in front of anyone, not in front of their own group, not in front of anyone. But we have seen the human being that they bow down. वो झुकते हैं, लोगों को सलाम करते हैं, जो उनसे बड़ा है ओहदे में, जो बड़ा है डेजिग्नेशन में, जो ज़्यादा पावरफुल है. सो एंड सो लिव थाउजेंड्स ऑफ ईयर्स अगो. इंसेस्टर्स जो थे वो उनके आगे भी कभी एनिमल्स को हमने झुकते हुए नहीं देखा. क्यों? क्योंकि उनकी नज़र में सारे इक्वल हैं. एंड इन ह्यूमन वी सी द डिस्क्रिमिनेशन. ह्यूमन disgrade the other people, underestimate the other people जो उनसे नीचे होते हैं. उनमें क्लास डिवाइड हो गए हैं. So which is not there in animals, and the poet is liking that. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. Now human being has the social status, social discrimination. कोई ज़्यादा अमीर है, रिच है, तो वो हाई रिस्पेक्टेबल है. कोई रिच नहीं है तो वो बहुत ज़्यादा उसकी रिस्पेक्ट नहीं है. एंड समहाउ ही इज़ नॉट हैप्पी इन द होल अर्थ. इस दुनिया में वो सबसे ज़्यादा खुश इंसान भी है क्योंकि वो बहुत ज़्यादा रिस्पेक्टेबल है. दुखी भी है जो उनकी रिस्पेक्ट नहीं होती. सो men are not at all satisfied, but over here we can see that animals में ये सारी चीज़ें नहीं है. उनके लिए सारे animals एक जैसे हैं. No one is of higher grade or higher class. They all treat their whole class as a single thing. They do not discriminate among themselves, but ह्यूमन बीइंग में वो नेचर है, वो टेंडेंसी है कि वो अपने आप को डिस्क्रिमिनेट करते हैं एक दूसरों को. एंड द पोएट इज नॉट लाइकिंग दैट. सो दे शो देयर रिलेशंस टू मी एंड आई एक्सेप्ट देम. एंड द पोएट इज टेलिंग जैसे एनिमल्स दूसरों के साथ बिहेव करते हैं वो वैसा ही मेरे साथ भी बिहेव करते हैं. उनके लिए मैं अलग नहीं हूँ. दे शो मी दैट रियल अफेक्शन एंड रियल लव, ट्रूथफुलनेस. And what we see in human beings, we see the fake relations. सामने कुछ है, पीछे कुछ है. आपकी भलाई सामने करते हैं, बुराई पीछे करते हैं. All these things have discrimination in human being. They are not real. They are not truthful even to their partners, even to their friends. But animals are not like that. एनिमल्स में सारे जैसा सामने है वैसा ही पीछे हैं, जैसे पीछे वैसे ही सामने है. एक दूसरों के लिए सबके साथ वो एक जैसे हैं और उसी तरीके से वो पोएट से भी मिलते हैं. एंड पोएट टोटली उनको एक्सेप्ट करते हैं. वाई? बिकॉज दे आर वेरी रियल, दे आर वेरी प्योर इन शोइंग देयर इमोशंस. सेम वे दैट इज द रीजन वाई द poet is admiring the animals. So poetic device we can see anaphora is there, not one and not one. So other poetic devices are not there in the screen. They bring me tokens of myself, they evince them plainly in their possession. I wonder where they got those tokens. Did I pass that way huge times ago and negligently drop them? So evince we can see means to show, negligently is carelessly. So this is the last part of the poem and he is saying they bring me tokens of myself. They is over here the animals which have been referred to, and tokens means emotions that are the love, kindness, honesty, affection, sympathy, honor, truthfulness, which are all these are the tokens of honor, tokens of love which the human should possess. They show that, but वो चीज़ आजकल human beings नहीं show करते. And he can see all these tokens of love and honor from those animals. They show them plainly in their possession. And possession means to owe things. So वो उसी तरीके से जैसे सबसे मिलते हैं उसी तरीके से वो पोएट से भी मिलते हैं. एंड वो अपना प्योर लव, सारे जो अफेक्शंस हैं जो ह्यूमंस को शो करने चाहिए, इट इज शोन बाय द एनिमल्स. एंड समहाउ द पोएट वंडर वेयर दे गॉट दिस टोकन्स. और फिर पोएट वंडर करते हैं, सरप्राइज होते हैं, सोचते हैं कि कहाँ से ये सारा जो टोकन्स है, दिस आर द टोकन साइंस ऑफ ऑनर जो है वो एनिमल्स में कहाँ से आया, किसने उनको सिखाया है? नोबडी टॉट देम दोज टोकन्स टू शो दोज इमोशंस टू ह्यूमन बींग्स। एंड वी एज ह्यूमन, हम बचपन से मॉरल ड्यूटीज़ पढ़ते हैं, मॉरल लेसन्स पढ़ते हैं। वी हैव बीन ट्रेन फ्रॉम आवर फैमिली, फ्रॉम आवर फ्रेंड्स टू शो लव एंड अफेक्शंस टूवर्ड्स ईच अदर। तभी भी हम उतने ज़्यादा रियल नहीं है। बट these animals are never trained and taught for the moral things, but still they are showing the truthfulness, that trustworthiness, loyalty, and so many affections same way to every person. So that is why poet wonders that how and from where they have got those tokens, that's those emotions. Then he questions on himself, did I pass that way huge times ago and negligently drop them? That क्या हमने, as a humanity he is saying that क्या हमने ये सारी जो क्वालिटीज़ है आगे बढ़ते हुए हमने क्या वो चीज़ों को नेग्लिजेंटली, केयरलेसली कहीं गिर दी, कहीं खो दी है? He is questioning on himself and on humanity, on human beings as himself, because he himself is a human. He is questioning on himself and human class as a whole, that where the human being have lost and dropped those qualities which should be there in them. कहाँ चले गए? वाई? बिकॉज क्या हम आगे बढ़ते बढ़ते सक्सेस की तरफ क्या हमने ये सारी चीज़ें खो दी? नेग्लिजेंटली हमने कहीं उसे मिस कर दी, और हमने मिस कर दी तो शायद वो चीज़ें उन एनिमल्स ने एडॉप्ट कर ली है. दैट इज़ वाई दे आर more into emotions. They are showing those things which the human should possess. So the poet is little bit sad on humanity, and somewhere he is indicating in the whole poem that animals are very important. We should take care of animals, and he is an animal lover also. That is why he is thinking so deeply that these animals have so much of good qualities. Like unlike human beings, they are trustworthy, they are very placid, self-satisfied, contained, never complaining, they never cry, never think. So these are the things which the poet has admired in animals, looked deeply, thought deeply, and discussed, and then compared with human beings. So he is questioning, and on the reader also, that we should at least give a second and think about this thing, that जो qualities human being में होनी चाहिए, हमने शायद इंसान ने सक्सेस के आगे बढ़ने के लिए हमने नेग्लिजेंटली ये चीज़ों को खो दिया है. We have become selfish somewhere. Animals are not selfish. So this is the whole poem. It's all about, we can see that there is no rhyme scheme in the poem. It is written in a free verse, and it's quite a simple poem, students. I hope you have understood the poem. Thank you. Goodbye.